Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. I've been a bit slack on putting content out. I think I'm still recovering from January. January absolutely run me ragged to the point I haven't been able to get into the swing of it come February. That's okay. I did have some more stock come in. It's been quite light in terms of purchases. However, I'm happy with what's come in. It allows me to kind of work through the backlog because I've still got coins, believe it or not, from last month that I've yet to sell. And where the gold price has risen, it's been okay. I've just been like, okay, I need a breather. We can wait. Let's get into it. So some of these would have already been sold. I'll go through the smaller bits first. So there was this. Now, these come from Glasgow guy. The last order he can sell me before April. Bit bummed about these because we both thought they were 999, and in all honesty I can understand why he thought that and why I thought that, because when I first looked at it I was like, okay, 0.5 grams a coin, 7 coins, solid gold eagle replicas. So I'm looking at them like, well, where's the COA, where's the where's it saying like the gold? When you read this you think, okay, it's probably 999. Then I saw this and my heart dropped and I went, So I paid for these before I got them. Now, thankfully, I've got a very good relationship with this guy. We've already spoken about it. And he just said, if it's wrong, I'll just pay it back pro rata. I was like, yeah, fair enough. So as soon as I saw this, I thought, that's problematic because they're not going to be 999. Unfortunately, it's a very deceiving item, or a very deceiving set. These would have been sold in like museums and bits like that. If we take this out, can't get it out. 1 second, just pop it out. You'll see it. There we go. See it? Right there. And it will say copy on it. They're 14 carat. So yeah, I was a bit bummed about that, but it's okay. There's some nice coins in there. They are copies, yes, that's not a problem. But someone would buy this. I think it's nice. It's a quaint little set. It is a shame, but again, the gentleman said he'd refund me pro rata. That's fine. Which leads me to this set, which is also problematic. I cannot find any information on this. I've actually spoken to a contact of mine. He's going to XRF it for me. Now this doesn't bode well because, again, 0.5 grams. And when I weighed it on the scales, it actually makes sense. But there's no information online about it. However, I found information on coins similar to this. This is a Vatican set, Seta Bella Porta Fortuna. I'm sorry, I've butchered that. I'm not very good with language. And you've got coins that were related to the Pope. So you've got the Peruvian sol, Gilda. That's the Italian lira. Colombian peso, you've got the ducat, you've got the reals from where's that from? Spain maybe? And then you've got the Vatican coin. Now when looking online, these are 8 carat. So I've got a feeling these are going to be 8 carat as a whole. They're 0.5, or I believe them to be 0.5 grams a coin. But I think they are going to be 8 carat, which is a real shame. So yeah, that's getting checked. What I will do is, when I send them up, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to send them to Richard at the Coinery. They run a fantastic auction. I'm going to send them up with the half sovereigns I put to one side because I just want to know the purity on them. And I've also got a couple of peso coins that I put to one side that I didn't like the look of. So this is, I get a lot of stick for this on the channel, and I'm probably too honest with my own good. I should probably just draw a line and say, nope, I'm not talking about it anymore because I've explained it 100 times. Anything that I find that looks suspect, I put to one side. And typically I take it to London, I get it I sell it to the melters. So like, it's not within my interest or any dealer's interest to sell fake coins. It just isn't. And by fake, I'm not talking completely fake. Typically they are counterfeits that are close to the grade but not, or close to the purity but not. So yeah, I'll send up a few coins. He'll check them out for me because he's a nice guy and I've got a good relationship with the boys at the coinery, or the guys at the coinery, and we shall see. But I think that will come back 8 carat myself. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, they could be 24, but the more I think about it, logically it doesn't make sense. Right, I've got these. Some of these have been sold. Let's pour these on the table. Oh, yay, gold, woo, woo. Never gets old. So there were some 10th coins. There was 5 10ths. They've all been sold, believe it or not. They were sold relatively quickly. So they come in. I messaged my waiting list and they went straight away. So there was 3 lunars. You got the horse, you got the monkey, and you got the tiger. I probably could have charged more money for this. However, the gentleman who bought from me, he's a regular buyer. He's a fair buyer. He doesn't mess me around. It doesn't matter. A few quid either way. It really doesn't matter. I don't do that for everyone. I try and look after the people who look after me, which I think how business should be. But hey, that is what it is. So yeah, there was 3 10ths. Kangaroo and a maple. These will be going to a gentleman up the north of England. There were some little coins. So this is a 1/25. No, it isn't. This is a 1/25. There was a capsule with only half a lid on it. I would have sold this in the past. These have gone nuts. Like, I remember when you could buy these in the £30 range. This would just be sold for gold content. This is a 1/25. I'm not sure these will ever be all the rage. They're too sporadic, I feel, to become a premium coin. We shall see. I might be proved wrong on that. I do think small gold will have a run, but I think it will be more this stuff. These are half-gram coins, 999. See at the bottom. Yeah, I can see it there. 2 of these. I'm not sure how the gentleman ended up with these. That's quite sporadic for him. There was a quarter sovereign handled. Probably be 5 quid over spot plus post. There was 3 scarce sovereigns. Let's move the cap out of the way. This is nice. I actually paid over spot on these, but spot's arisen, so I might be in them for spot. 1917M. They're all scarce according to the book. This one, the way I did it, it worked out. I paid 30 quid over spot at the time of buying. One of them I didn't pay any premium over spot. The one I paid 20 and one I paid 10. I think I paid 20 over on this, 10 over on this one, and this one I just paid spot on. But when I do the accounts, I'm just going to put it at spot plus £10 for these coins. Okay, let's open that up. Now these haven't been sold. 71 Sydney. Scarce coin according to the book, but the condition's a bit meh. I was saying to the gentleman, I was like, being scarce doesn't necessarily mean I'll pay more for it. It really does depend on the coin. You know, you can have a scarce coin and it's been worn down to the point of oblivion, you know. Now this is nice. I think this is a very nice example of a scarce coin. The hairline looks great, the bun's all right. You could say it's not an MS. It isn't an MS. But if it comes in a 55 or 58, I think 58 is probably a top end, to be honest. Probably a 55. An AU 55 in a scarce coin from Melbourne, don't think it's the end of the world. Should you grade it? If you were to grade it, cheeky plug for my grader, the coinery, not the coinery, Fleur de Coin. If you were to grade it, send it to him, the link's below. I personally don't think it's worth grading myself, but it is a lovely example of a scarce coin. By the way, the coinery I don't really have a commercial relationship with. I just consider them friendly. You know, sometimes they ask me for help, sometimes I ask them for help. They're very knowledgeable people, so, but we're not doing much business with each other these days. Just because we're in different avenues. Their main role is dealing with the auction side. I don't buy from their auction because I can't pick anything up for the price point I need, which tells me you should sell at that auction. But hey, that's my intuition. Last but not least, now these, you won't have seen many of these on my channel. To be frank, I've only had a handful of them ever since I've been a dealer. I bought these in, I paid what I thought was a very keen price on them. The truth is I don't really know where the price point is. I'm going to have to do some digging. I'll speak to a few guys I know. There's 3.5, so let's go through the half one. This has a crimp. I don't really get coins like this. When I bought them, the idea was, oh, do you know what? I'll put them aside for me. They're nice coins. They can go in the future pot. They just don't talk to me on that level. It's weird. I got them in. I was really excited to see them, and I thought, you know, I'm not sure I want to keep these. I don't know. There was this one. And by the way, when I say I'm not sure what the price is, if anyone wants to try and lowball me, I'm just blacklisting you. I've had that before. I've had it in the past where I've said, oh, I'm not sure where the price is, but I know instinctively it's not worth below a certain amount. And I do get messages, people chancing their arm, and I just think, no, not dealing with you. This is very mottled. Old coin, really old coin. So that's a 4 guinea. This is a 4 guinea. Like, looking online, I think the baseline's around 750 on the guineas, but again, I will do some more digging. It's a shame because I recently had some good fortune with my tobacco stock, which means I'm in a further ahead position than I thought I'd be. And I thought, oh, okay, I can add some coins to the collection, to the future stack. And these are what I kind of earmarked to put in them. And they just didn't really do anything for me, which is a shame. Now this is a nice coin. Is this worth grading? Don't know. It's got a few scratches, you see them. Now, when I said don't know, not everything I grade is for monetary increase. So there's a case for this to be graded just to put it in a slab, just to protect it from future generations. Sorry, I think that's a very fair argument myself. Some people don't like doing it. Some people, well, you don't really hear this term much anymore. Those people are not really around. I don't hear it much anyway. When I started, there was a lot of anti-graders, like, why would I put in a coffin or a slab? And it's like, well, I prefer my coins like that. Some people prefer to put them in the old wooden cases with the felt inlays. Fair enough, whatever works for you. I'm not saying do one or the other, but for me, I'd much rather they be protected via the slabs. And also it gives you a grade that is beneficial should you pass them on to someone else. You know, there's a lot more up for argument if you pass them to someone else and they want to sell it. Like this, you know, should it be graded? I don't know. There is an argument just to protect it, but I don't know. I might just work out where I think it's worth and move it on. And someone else can make that decision for me. But I don't know. That's the coins anyway. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been slightly longer than I planned. I've got to figure out a few things, such as the purity of some of the coins. And I've got to move a lot on because I'm still about 8.5 in my overdraft and it's not been a fun task. So I'll leave it there and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.